Hello, welcome to the Lucid demonstration of the metadata-driven asset browser. So this is a conceptual prototype that we have evolved in order to give an idea of how enterprises could use metadata search as a differentiator and how to do it across the enterprise without having to necessarily rely on a data governance or a metadata management platform. So we start by using Collibra as a platform, which is already storing a lot of data and metadata and a lot of governance related information on itself. However, Collibra as a point solution for data governance and metadata management is limited to a small subset of specialized users in the enterprise who are typically data governance specialists and or business or technical stewards of the data. However, the need to look at data or metadata extends across multiple users and multiple members of the enterprise, not just the data governance experts. So while Collibra DGC and On the Go offer a platform for data governance specialists in the enterprise, we offer a search solution, which is specifically a search for metadata, and which we have designed and which can be delivered as an embeddable widget to effect. It's just a simple HTML / JavaScript search component, which can be embedded into any kind of UI, whether it be a mobile browser or a standard desktop browser or even a mobile application. Now, how this works is we have metadata to drive the asset extraction, and basically from the DGC REST API to the Elastic repository, we have an asset extractor which just pulls data out of here and copies it over into Elastic in a format that is easily stored as Elastic indices. And from Elastic, again, we directly use the REST API on top of Elastic from the metadata search UI and pull this data in and then display it to the user in whichever form it is useful for the user. So let us now go into the demo and see how this is actually implemented. So we have a set of business assets, for example, ethnicity, gender, and so on. And as an example, I'm going to show you how this information about ethnicity, which is present in a somewhat well-structured format, is again shown out into a flattened format, and it is again shown in three different views. We have one view for business users, another for technical users, and a third for administrators, metadata administrators in the enterprise. Let us first look at what the business user will see. If the business user wants to just search for a term called gender, the user gets a basic set of information which says where that it is used in a report called response frequency, and it is of category student IDs and demographics. On the other hand, a technical user, when he or she searches for gender, will see a slightly different set of characteristics of the gender. And here, while this technical user continues to see the student data categories and asset type, the technical user also sees which database columns the gender is actually associated with, which is slightly different for the technical user. On the other hand, an administrative user, when searching for gender, will have even different requirements of this particular business term, which includes the user ID of the data owner on Collibra, as well as the ID of the asset itself on Collibra. So if you see here, gender is here, and this has got an asset ID in Collibra, which is duplicated into the data on Elasticsearch for the administrative user. So that we hope that this gives you a small idea of how this should be implemented. And as you can see, this search component is a simple JavaScript component which can be plugged in into any kind of application across the enterprise. So we hope you found this video useful, and we will be releasing quite a few more videos on different topics related to data governance. Stay tuned, and thank you for being with us so far. Thank you.